I believe I'm meant to bring this verse to you today. Don't grow sluggish, but be imitators of those who through faith and patience inherit the promise. We're living through really peculiar days, aren't we? I know for some of you it's a time of incredible busyness. I talk with guys, it's exhausting. I'm having to make phone calls, Zoom meetings, lose the sound. It's a very frustrating, busy time. For others, actually it's quite the opposite. You're shut in, you don't see anybody, a few demands, a few dates to meet, maybe not bother to get particularly dressed. We just can drift into what the Bible calls sluggish. Sluggish is a funny word. You find the sluggard in the book of Proverbs. It's interesting. In the Proverbs you see these characters, the simple, the fool, the sluggard. And here it says, like, don't get sluggish. Elsewhere in Hebrews it says that we should not be dull. It's the same Greek word actually, to grow dull. We don't want to get dull. You could get dull in your mind. Stop reading, don't think about things, just get dull, bored. You can get dull emotionally, not expecting any highs, no excitement level, not expecting your heart to get stirred. You can get dull in your willpower. You just don't keep going, keep things disciplined, making sure you get stuff done. You just grow dull. And here the scripture is saying, don't let it happen, don't let it take place, arrest it. So what's the opposite then? What's the alternative? Work hard, keep going for it? No, that's not what it says actually. I don't want you to get sluggish, but to be imitators of those who through faith and patience inherited what was promised. Now, some key things there. It's not just be super active, but saying don't drift away from the promises. Be an inheritor of what's been promised to you. Terrible sluggishness is when you let go of the promises. It's through faith and patience. Now, we often think of faith as something in the immediate. You know, faith, own it now. By faith I take it. But the Bible's full of faith and patience. And we're told to imitate those who demonstrated that. I think, for instance, of David, who was hounded out to Adullam's cave, had to wait for God. I think of Joseph, terrific visionary, had a wonderful promise from God. And then, wow, everything went wrong. He's in prison. And then a wonderful thing happens. I think it's the high spot of the story in many ways. Another guy gets put in prison with him and says to Joseph, I've had a dream. And I think if I had Joseph, I would say, yeah, I used to have dreams. Forget dreams. It's dreams that got me in this prison. He doesn't. He says, tell me your dream. I think, well done, Joseph. You're still believing. You're still holding on to the thing you felt God promised you. Beloved, that's the key to not growing sluggish. Keep the promises. Don't abandon what God has said to you. Don't drift away from it. We need to be diligent. We need to be imitators. Imitation in the New Testament is always positive. It's never negative. Oh, it's an imitation. No, it's always positive, and it's always in the present tense in the New Testament. So let's consider these guys. Let's imitate their patience so that we can inherit the unique things God has said to you. What makes you distinctive, the works God prepared beforehand for you to walk into. Don't abandon them. Don't drift from them. Don't grow sluggish. Let's be imitators of those who through faith and patience inherited what was promised to them by God. Have a good day.